Hello and welcome to our review of Alibis. Matthew, I want to start with you. What did you think?
Well, I thought it was a pretty good show. It had a lot of fluent movement. There was also a lot of stomping around that I heard. I could hear the stage go plop, 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 plop. And I could also see that some of the actors were sketchy a little bit,
Hmm.
which, it's kind of the baseline of the show, so that would explain why they were being a little bit sketchy and stuff. It's called Alibi,
Well,
so, what do
well,
you...
I didn't notice the sketchiness, but that's just me. I loved it. I loved it. I always love a good satire. Had a really good cast.
But I also did notice they were very short for RTG play. Half an hour short of
Well,
regular play.
well,
We
that
were,
happens sometimes.
Me and Andy ran concessions for this Rancho Theater group, and had us they had us originally start, and then 30 minutes later we had to go back in for intermission. If that shows you how short the show was. Usually it's around an hour point is
Well,
whenever they choose.
well, in this case, it was a little bit shorter, but hey, I still liked it.
Yeah, it was very good.
It was
Um,
very good.
it had a couple of featured actors that I know personally from my experience at RTG. And Andy, you?
Yes, I do know some of the actors as well.
Just to mention, we were not influenced in any way by these actors.
No.
And you notice they were moving pretty fluid. If you were there, if you have any input on this too, just email us greasepaintmygatorade.com. And
All right,
we
before we stop, I do have some questions for you, Matthew. Which actors did you know, and what did you like about their performances?
um I knew pretty much everybody but two people in the cast.
Who did you not know?
The creeper guy,
The
the
creeper guy?
manservant or whatever,
Ah,
butler.
didn't know him?
No, and that's pretty much all I didn't know.
Well, I've met all of the actors, and I thought they did a really good job.
Yes, and the featured RTG thing is at the end you go out and you can meet the actors, you can shake their hand. They're not anything like Broadway where they go, they hide, and they don't want to get hit with publicity.
And seeing as how it's supposed to be a theater, I would think they'd want that publicity. That's something I like about RTG, is you can meet the actors after the show.
And does any other theater around here do that in the central
Uh,
Illinois area?
Not that I've seen, but that may just be because I haven't seen it.
Yes. Also, coming up dates is Romeo and Juliet, which is going to be in September. This is the next RTG play, and I figured I'd throw that in between discussions.
Well,
So, do you give it two thumbs up or two thumbs down?
two thumbs up.
Two thumbs up.
What about you?
Well, it was the shortness what got me because whenever I was acting RTG, we would be on there for 2 hours and stuff. And basically, I don't think they had to do as much as the kid actors would do.
Hmm.
And so I'm going to give it.
Well, I do want to say in their defense, even though you didn't like the play being short, I do feel that they did have to do quite a bit. Comedy is not as easy as it looks,
But as they're actors, they can act like they know the script and stuff.
but it was also a satire.
But did you hear anything from the actors that you wanted to mention?
Um, how about you?
No. Well,
No?
actually, I heard something. I'm not going to mention it.
Okay.
He told me not to. He
Yeah.
told me not to.
Well, it's up to you. If you want to say it, you go for it.
Yes.
I'm just not going to,
Well, there's one of the actors that came in the concession stand and told me that he kind of didn't understand the script still.
don't say any names.
And I'm not going to say any name.
Don't.
But if you, if I think if you read the script over enough, you can learn it,
Well,
and you can understand it, and you can use it in the proper way.
well, like I said, comedy is not as easy as it looks. And the fact that the show went so well shows just how talented the actors in the show are.
Also, we took a photo that we'll upload sometime soon, hopefully.
Unfortunately, because my phone is not as good as I thought it was, the camera on it, the picture did not turn out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have no photos. We you can check them out on their Facebook, Rental Theater Group, and follow them on Twitter. They don't update their Twitter recently. They haven't at least. And you can follow them on Twitter, Rental Theater G. You can like them on Facebook, Rental Theater Group, and you can like us on Facebook, Grease Paint My Gatorade. You can check out our website, greasepaintmygatorade.com. Our email, you can email us, greasepaintmygatorade@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter and tweet us, greasepaintmy, at
MGR.
Okay. I always get that confused.
GPN MGR.
And make sure to like Rental Theater Group because their goal right now is to get 1,000 likes and they're at 800 something.
Yep.